that with my opposite hand too. In this gripping drill, the person's gonna grip random parts of your body, either lapel, behind the shoulder, behind the neck, grabbing onto the sleeves, and all you're going to do is anchor that point of contact so that they cannot let go anymore. The reason why you want to do that, let's say Gabe grabs my wrist here, if I start moving around and I start manipulating him, he can just let go, and now he's disengaging from the conflict. Well, if someone grabs my wrist here, and I want to make him pay for that, or I want to make my attack, I'm going to make sure he cannot let go anymore, so I'm just going to anchor his hands to my wrist here, right? I do have to worry about punches and everything like that, but for the sake of the drill, we're just working on anchoring, right? So if he grabs my wrist, I anchor. If he grabs my shoulder, I anchor, or I anchor on the same side. If he grabs my lapel, I anchor here, or I anchor here. If he grabs behind my head, I can anchor it this way as well by grabbing onto the wrist, bring my elbow down to my ribs here, or I can anchor on this side as well. Those are probably the most common ones. For self-defense, people might grab onto your belt and stuff like that. Either way, I can anchor and do that. The level 2 version of this, the next variation is, as you anchor, you want to get his posture broken. So you're going to take a step back with your anchor. So if he grabs onto my wrist here, instead of just staying static and doing this, right when I feel the grab onto my wrist here, I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to pull him with me. So I anchor it as I took a step back. He grabs onto my shoulder, I anchor and I take a step back. And I can do that with my opposite hand too. Here, or he does that again and I go the same side. He goes behind my neck here, I anchor and I pull back. Or if he does it again, I anchor on this side and I pull back. Cool. The reason why I want to do that is the person who maintains the posture during the conflict is probably the one who has the most advantageous position in the conflict as well. You want to think, if your posture is broken, you're fighting to get your posture back before you can start your attack. Whereas someone who's maintaining their posture, they can start attacking and defending right off the bat. So he's going to grab randomly either side. All I'm going to do is anchor and take a step back. Notice I'm maintaining my posture the entire time. Now eventually you want to get to the point where we call them like subtle anchors, right? So everything's the same. Now instead of making the anchor so obvious, like he grabs again, I do a little subtle anchor in the sense that I'm kind of just making sure there's a little pressure here, but I don't want to just grab here like obviously, because anytime you do that, you're actually escalating the situation, and most likely he's gonna feel like he's warranted to punch, right? So if someone grabs your lapel here and I do this, he's gonna want to respond. But if someone grabs my lapel and I just go, hey, what are you doing? Lay off of me, right? If I get to here, he's not going to feel too much threat in the sense that he wants to punch, and that's going to be my ability to count.